What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and as you can see, we got the Samsung Galaxy A15 on deck. Had to put down the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra for a little while to bring y'all some budget content. You guys know I like to bring budget devices to the channel. I picked up the A15. I feel like this price point is a real budget price point. $200 to $300 is what I feel like is a budget price point. Anywhere from $500 to $700. We talking mid-range price point. And I like to play with budget devices sometimes and see what's out there in this price range. So I just decided to pick this up. We 48 hours in. Let's get into it. Guys, they're doing it again. Unlimited plans for $15 a month. 3 months of service, $45 for unlimited cell phone service. The BG Tech Life YouTube channel has partnered with Mint Mobile. That way we can offer you guys some real savings right now as we speak. You don't have to leave the house. You don't have to go to a courier store. You can go right online, and in 15 minutes, you can get cell phone coverage, 5G cell phone coverage for as cheap as $15 a month. Mint Mobile runs on the nation's largest 5G network. You can get the traditional physical SIM card, or you can get an eSIM card. All you have to do is click the link in my description and start the savings today. Spending a ridiculous amount of money on 5G cellular service is a thing of the past. You one click away from insane savings. Okay, YouTube, so me coming from an S24 Ultra and taking it down to the budget spectrum to a Samsung Galaxy A15 with a budget Dimensity processor, I'm resetting my mind at this point and trying to be open-minded about this budget device. Now, one thing for sure and two things for certain. This is a $200 device, and I will speak to the performance and the use and the interface. I will not be saying that, oh, for $200, this is a lot. Oh, for $200, this is pretty decent. It performs good. This is definitely not that. This is definitely $200 worth of performance, maybe a little bit less compared to what else is on the market. Just going around the interface and things of that nature get laggy at times, but at the $200 price point, it's like, what could you expect? So I feel like Samsung with this A15 offering, as far as the 4 gigabytes of RAM that it has internally, then you can do the RAM Plus with the software and get 8 gigs of RAM. It is really operating very janky, I must be honest. And like I said, just because it's $200 don't mean that's okay, because there's some devices out here that's $250 that operate completely differently. Now, I will say so far that one nice thing about this device has been the display. The display is actually what made me pick it up and try it out, because I'm like, oh, $200, 1080 display, AMOLED, I need to check that out. And the display is definitely something to be looked at, or not nothing to look down upon. It's a pretty decent display. Sometimes the colors get a little bit too vibrant, like the display is trying a little bit too hard, like it need to be calibrated a little bit, but you can actually look at some content on this device. This is a 6.5-inch display. The only thing that turns me off about the display is not the bezels, because at $200 I expect the bezels. But it's like, okay, stop shaming the Samsung. We know we didn't spend a lot of money, but you could get rid of the teardrop notch. Now, for $200, I will say something that's fairly decent. Like, they have found a way to make a plastic build just a little bit more appealing, I'll say. Actually doesn't look or feel bad. Like, they have made a way to recreate the back that doesn't immediately feel cheap or cheesy, and the frame out of plastic that almost mimics some type of hardened plastic, almost glass type feel, where you don't feel like you holding the cheesiest phone in the store in your hands. Like, you immediately don't pick this phone up and think, wow, this is a cheap phone. So that's a win for them. The triple camera setup with the 50 megapixel main sensor, you can actually, on a perfect day, you know, as far as having the correct lighting, you can actually snap some pictures that are worth looking at or worth posting to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, things of that nature. Now, as soon as the light is not proper, of course, all that goes away, all that falls apart. It's mad noise in every picture. surprisingly, the 13 megapixel front-facing camera actually takes a decent selfie. Like it's decent for a $200 phone. I will say it compete with some phones that's out of this price range. And also battery. Now this is a battery beast. It's got a 5,000 milliamp battery, and I'm on day 2 of using this device, and it's at 50%. Like, this is a battery champion. If you're looking for basics, like super basics in a battery, then this is definitely, for $200, something that's gonna hold up in standby mode if you're not using it. Like, the battery doesn't go down at night at all, and the battery lasts during the day. And I know it's on Wi-Fi now, but a lot of the time, this device was just on the 5G and 4G, switching between 5G and 4G networks depending on where I was at. But honestly, I find these devices like this interesting because, like, let's say, even if you are super heavy tech enthusiast, I start to realize that everybody don't want to do everything with their phone. Everybody isn't like BG. Some people use their phone to make phone calls, text, and scroll social media. That's it. And they'll have that other go-to device. Like, some people go-to device is their MacBook or their iPad or their tablet. That's what they primarily do everything on, especially tasks that require some type of performance. So to some people, the phone is just a placeholder. They don't have a lot of need for their phone to be their end-all be-all like me. And I don't have to do that with my phone, but that's just the relationship I developed with my phones because I like the performance type phones. Now, the nostalgia of having a headphone jack and a micro SD card is dope. I got some nice wired headphones out. I'm a fan of wired headphones. So that's something about this device. Like, I could just plug up my wires and listen to some music and it sounds decent. That's something that I really miss on flagship smartphones. And also the fact I could throw a micro SD card in if I wanted to and up the storage immensely. Now, I will say the haptics on this phone feel really flaky. Like, if you fill the bag up with Jello and then you slap the bag, like, that's how the haptics feel. But other than that, this is 48 hours with the Samsung Galaxy A15. Just trying something different. I'm going to have some accessories for it. I'm definitely following it. And for the people that use this device or want to pick this device up, it's something that you could use for the basics and get through the day with. But at times, with certain, even small tasks on this device, you have to exercise some patience. It's your boy BG Tech Life. Thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I'm out. Peace.